Boom! There it is. We got the green light. What's up, Power Team? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is another edition of our Leadership Spotlight training. Okay, I'm coming through over here, so we're good. Awesome. Let's see here. All right, there we go. So, guys, do me a huge favor. You're actually watching this on YouTube right now. So, wherever you're watching this on YouTube, on your phone or on your computer, hit that little like button just so we can see how many likes we can get on this video on YouTube. And then where we're actually going to be interacting with you is not on YouTube. It's going to be inside of course, our Power Team Facebook group. So jump in the group right now, whether you're here on live or if you're watching the recording, which there's going to be a lot of people watching the recording as well. Here is the post. Let me just go ahead and edit this really quick. We are live. Here we go. So this is where you want to comment. It says live training with 10K affiliate Carlos Martinez, and we have 5K affiliates Samantha and Miguel on with us as well. So drop a quick comment. Let us know you're here. I see a lot of you are jumping on already. And during this training, whether you're here live or you're watching the recording, if you have questions for these leaders, this is the place to ask the questions. One of the things that Carlos and Samantha and Miguel cannot do and have agreed they won't do is if everybody from the Power Team starts messaging them privately, hey, can you teach me this? Or hey, can you answer me this? Or help me with this? Their response is going to be, sure, post it in the Power Team group because that way they're not inundated with tons of messages and they can help you while they help everyone on the Power Team at the same time. So if you ever have questions for them, just post them right here on this post in the group where you're watching this training. And this is where we can get all your questions answered. And if you're here live, we'll maybe be able to take some questions from you guys live as well. So first of all, I just got to give a huge congrats to these rock stars who are just crushing it. First of all, Carlos Martinez, 10K. Congratulations, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding. I'd like to say if I were any better, I'd be twins. It's just awesome.
I love it. I love it. And you know, I know that Ron is not here, but we just have to take a moment and just share our extreme gratitude for another brand new 10K affiliate, Ron Deering, because Ron sponsored Carlos. And if it wasn't for Ron, these three leaders would not be on the Power Team right now. So Ron Deering, you are our hero. We love you. We appreciate you. And congrats to you again, Ron, on hitting not only 5K affiliate in June, but also just hit 10K affiliate in June as well. So Ron, you are the man. We love you. We appreciate you. And so sponsored by Ron, we have Carlos. And Carlos sponsored these two rock stars. We've got Samantha and Miguel. How are you guys doing today?
Great, thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so the whole purpose of this is just to, first and foremost is to congratulate them. The three of these leaders, they've come onto the Power Team. They're just kicking butt, taking aim. They're taking massive action. And bottom line is this. The Power Team wants to know, what are you doing? How are you doing it? What did you guys do to create the success that you created so fast? And so everyone right now on the team is stopping whatever they're doing. They're ready to take notes, and they are here to learn from you guys. So we're just going to first start off with Carlos Martinez. Share with us quickly a little bit about who you are, and then we're going to kind of just dive in and ask you some questions and some of the things that you did to create success. Let's do this, Carlos.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you. I'm so happy to be part of your team. Honored. And again, shout out to Ron Deering. He's just been awesome. And a huge shout out to Miguel and Samantha as well. So just completely honored and very grateful. So a little bit about me. 50 years old. I turned 50 in February. I live in Chicago. Been in Chicago all my life. Most of my career was in the corporate world, specifically like logistics sales. I had a successful career, but it just wasn't me. So I was always trying to find a way to make money online, okay, do a side kind of business. And from joining different kind of direct sales companies, probably like 12 different companies over the course of 21 years, not able to find success with any of them. And, here I just joined this wonderful program. I joined it June 10th. So I've been here maybe close to 20 days approximately right now. And it's just been amazing. The community, the training, the support that you get from people like Aaron Parker, from Ron Deering, from Robert Hollis, and everyone here. I've never seen a community like this. You know, when you come into something like this, you feel very welcome. You're properly trained. You get the support that you really, really need here. I mean, really, if you put in the effort and you follow the steps and you take action, I don't see why you can't have success with this. You know, really, success is dependent on you, but you've got a wonderful community here to support you and train you and help you to make sure that you're successful. So I love it. Love being here. And it's just been, you know, a complete wonderful experience. And I'm just the beginning here. I mean, I'm only 20 days into this. And right now I feel like the sky is the limit. I'm looking for an even better July, okay, with this wonderful team, and very much looking forward to it. I'm very blessed.
That's awesome, Carlos. I appreciate all the kind words that you said. And I know we want to get into some of the nitty-gritty stuff on what you've been doing, how you've been having the success that you have, how you've had so fast in just 20 days. But let's go ahead and introduce these two leaders. Now, Miguel is kind of like the silent, you know, just rock star. They're like, who's Miguel? Where's he at? He's not on Facebook. So, you know, Samantha is like the social media side. They've partnered up. Miguel's doing this like wizardry behind the scenes, working undercover. So guys, Samantha, Miguel, come out, talk to us, you know, brought in by Carlos Martinez, and you guys are just on fire.
Go ahead, Samantha.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that to me. He always does that to me. Such a gentleman. He's such a gentleman and such a rock star. Anyways, I'm Samantha. I am in Las Vegas, actually just moved here. Kind of the same kind of thing. I've been trying to work on internet marketing. I've tried and failed with many other companies, many other teams, so they would say. What we really loved about this was the actual team aspect. We have all of this extra help or people that you can look up to, mentors that you can ask questions to. Team aspect is huge. I feel that the biggest problem with a lot of internet marketing is that there is no team aspect. And they tell you, here's what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to do it. Here's a little bit of something that kind of maybe you can read to show you how to do it, but then nothing happens because you have no support, no real training or tools to actually be successful in the business. This company, completely different. And that's the stance that me and Miguel and I are taking, is the team, being a team, really being a team, being there for our affiliates, not just saying, oh, come on, join with us and let's make this team and then, okay, go do it by yourself. No, really having a team. That's what really grasped me here. And that is really the stance Miguel and I are taking. I'm very excited. He really is the mastermind behind everything. He always says, we're a team and we're equal. I mean, he's awesome. And I'm so blessed for this opportunity to meet everyone, to be here with everyone, to help everyone. That's really my life purpose, to be 100% honest. Whatever way I can be used by the mighty God that we have, I'm taking it. This is it. This is it.
Good job, Samantha. So, so I've been in the sales industry for about 25 years, right? And in the sales industry, what we learned is a lot of the times it's the time that we spend, right? We spend 14, 16-hour days, and we don't spend enough time with our families. We don't spend enough time doing the things that we want to do. And like all of us, you know, in the past, we do what? We're always looking for something different. You know, where is that hidden gem that we can try to find to get the success that we want to achieve? And what I've noticed is coming into My Daily Choice, it's truly a team effort, you know, put on by Aaron, put on by Ron, put on by Robert Hollis, put on by the ownership of this company. And that's what I noticed. And as soon as I noticed that, as when I spoke with Samantha, we need to be a part of this, because I think that this is something that we can truly create together, and we can start developing the proper team and moving forward, right, for what we want to do. And for me, it's always been about making others successful, right? My success lies based on everybody else's success. So what is it that we can do, you know, to make sure that we are moving forward to help everyone become successful? Because we all want to be, you know, in an online business. We all want time for ourselves. We all want exactly, you know, the things that we desire, whether it's time for our family, whether it's vacations, whether it's just hanging out poolside, you know, with our little ones. So for me, it's always been that, and it continues to be that. And that's why when I came across My Daily Choice, thanks to Carlos, right? And then thanks to Ron, because Ron presented it to Carlos, I said, you know what? This is the way we're going. This is the way we're going. This is what I do full time. I don't do anything else full time because I want to focus truly on what it is that we're doing. Okay.
I love it. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. And, and I did the same thing. When I saw this, I did the due diligence. I met with Robert Hollis. I spoke with Josh, and I was like, this is it. Like, this is the home run I've been dreaming about for years. I mean, I've been through tons of ups and downs and roller coasters in this industry. And when I saw being able to work with Robert Hollis and with these products and this company, I was like, this is it. Like, this is a game changer. And then, combine all of that with what we're doing with the Power Team and just attracting amazing leaders like this where we can all collaborate. I mean, guys, if I showed you messages from people outside of our team who wishes they could be on the Power Team, it's crazy out there, okay? Because of what we're doing, because of the energy, because of the training, because it's not, just me. It's like we've got all these leaders on the Power Team coming together to help everyone on the Power Team have success, because the more success we have as a unit, as a team, the more success we can all have together. And that is what I believe in, and that's why I'm just so grateful and blessed and honored myself to be able to work with such amazing people. So guys, let's go ahead and dive into some of the training here and share with the Power Team some of what you guys have been doing. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to give everyone the basics, the processes. Some of this stuff, don't worry. I know it's in the Power Team group, right? But people want to hear it from you. They want to hear, what did you do? What were some of the things that you did in your first day, your first few days, your first week? What were the actions you took? What were the steps that you took? How did you sign up so many people so fast? So with that, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. All right. All right. So check it out, Aaron. I mean, to me, it always starts in the mind first, right? What's in the mind before you do anything else, right? And every morning, I wake up grateful. I spend some time alone with God, and I spend time in prayer. Okay, that's the first thing that I do. But the other thing too is throughout the day, right? Throughout the day, you want to get good stuff in your mind, right? So that means connecting with awesomely inspiring people like Samantha and Miguel and definitely Aaron. I mean, Aaron, just the way you talk, you supercharge me all the time. Aaron and Ron, and you guys are just very motivating. So you got to be careful what you get in your. It starts right here. It starts right here, right? The faith of a mustard seed, right? So you got to get here. Watch what you put in your mind. So every day I make sure that I read at least 10 pages or so of a good book. I'm rereading this book again. All right. Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. All right. So people think that, hey, I'm poor. I'm poor because, my circumstances. You're poor. We poor because of our mentality, right? We got to get that junk out. So I always start out by positive minded stuff. I spend time in prayer. I read good books. I listen to great podcasts. Okay. And it's just a part of your day, right? That's just a part of your day. So it starts right here. Once you get in the mindset, like every morning, all right, now I'm ready to get in and start taking action. So I focus on income producing opportunities. Okay. And excuse me about that. Let me decline this. All right. And I focus on income producing opportunities, right? How's that going to work? And it always comes down to me helping other people. Like one of my all-time favorite quotes, right, is by Zig Ziglar, right? You can get everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. All right. So I'm always looking, who can I help? All right, who can I help with this wonderful opportunity? Because that's the mindset that I go into this with, rather than going and thinking about, I'm going to be bothering this person. I'm looking at it as like, I'm here to help this person, help them change their life, because everyone can use a little side business. Everyone can use a little income. Everyone can use the wonderful products that we're promoting. Okay, I look at it from that mindset, and when I'm reaching out to that person, all I do is just follow the scripts, the awesome training that you and Ron have and that Robert Hollis have. I just follow the scripts. I make it a point to consistently contact a minimum of 100 people every single day. Without fail, 100 people a day. Some are, and not that everyone responds, but you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to continue to respond to them. And if they don't respond, I am tenacious about follow-up. Okay, I am following up with them. Hey, did you take a look at this video? Hey, did you do this? And those are the things that I've learned throughout my life, but then you've just reinforced them as well on the different hangouts that we've had, okay, online. And that is the key. Reach out to as many as 100 people a day, at least, if not more. If you do those little things consistently and you're following up, people are going to join you. They're going to join you. They're going to see what it's about. And maybe even, it may not even be now. It may be in the future, but you already started that dialogue. So I make sure that no matter what, once I get my mindset right, I make sure that I focus on who can I help with this wonderful opportunity? Who can I help in my team to produce results? And that's it. So from that mindset, the results start coming in. And that has enabled me to get to 10K within 17 days. It definitely has. From the mindset of who can I help? Who can I, who can stand to, to spend time at home with their kids, spend time at home with their loved ones, take a nice little vacation, whatever the case may be. That's the mindset that I go with it every single day. And that's how I look at it. And I make sure that I try to reach a minimum of 100 people every single day, no matter what.
I love that, Carlos. I know a lot of people are going to ask, well, where are you getting 100 people a day? So you may be in a position where, like, for example, Carlos, how many Facebook friends do you have on Facebook?
Almost about 2,600.
2,600. So doing 100 a day, you still may have not even gone through all of your Facebook friends. So you still have more people that you can contact. And so my question for you is, what would you say, just with your experience, what would you say to somebody who maybe has already gone through their Facebook friends? Now, I have a serious challenge for everyone out there who's watching, because most people who say, well, I've already talked to all my friends, they probably haven't. There's probably still a lot of people, whether it's in your cell phone or Facebook friends, that you can still reach out to that maybe you're afraid to. You don't think they're going to do it. You're prejudging them. But Carlos, what would you say to somebody who maybe has either already gone through their friends or they just don't have a lot of Facebook friends? What would you say to somebody like that?
Okay, so someone like that, if they're on Facebook particularly, right, they can join. There's some awesome network marketing groups, different kinds of groups that you can join and become a part of, okay? And you want to do it professionally, right? Because if you get invited and you get allowed to become a member, you don't want to be spamming all your stuff there. So you want to reach out to people individually. So guess what? These are people that are already in our target market. These are people that get, working online. So when you start reaching out to people individually, you're going to reach them out with the same kind of scripts. Got an awesome opportunity. I'm working. Just looking, I'm just wondering if you're open to take a look. That's it. Yes or no. And if they don't follow up or they don't respond, you continue to respond to them. Okay. So that is the main thing that I would suggest, is reaching out and becoming part of these groups, because that, to me, that is that is part of the low hanging fruit. So obviously the low hanging fruit is always going to be your closest circle of people, right? So your friends on Facebook, the people that you've got on your cell phone and that kind of thing, that is your low hanging fruit. But then the next level up on that are people that are already understanding this kind of mindset training, this kind of business, this kind of online business. These are folks that are looking for a way to make money online. They just probably haven't found the right opportunity. So it's up to us to reach out to them. I would suggest that as their next way of reaching a large audience, because these groups, some of them have like thousands of people on here. I mean, so really, you should not run out of people to speak with ever. If you're just doing 100 people a day, there's tons of. I mean, what does Facebook have? Facebook has what, like 1.5 billion people, something like that on there. I mean, that's 2 billion now. Oh my gosh, I've lost track of that. So they've got 2 billion people on there now. So the audience are there, and everyone can use products like that we offer. Everyone can use to make an additional $100, $200, $1,000 a month, whatever it is. Okay, for whatever reason, people are looking for a way to make money online. Okay, and it's up to us to reach out to them. And I would suggest reaching out in those groups and contacting people individually on a professional basis.
Carlos, I'd love to get some numbers from you, just because I like to get different, perspectives and give people an idea. A lot of people are like, okay, you went 10K affiliate. This is a huge promotion. As a 10K affiliate, after 3 months, you're going to get $1,000 cash bonus from the company. You're going to get a $250 monthly car bonus, and it's just going to go up from there. So this is an exciting rank. So, I mean, a couple of things that jumped out at me. One is you took action fast. Right. And not only did you take action fast, you're doing 100 messages a day. So I hope everybody is writing this down. And he didn't stop. You know, it's not like he just did it for a few days or for a week. He's been doing it every single day consistently and following up with all of those people as well. So Carlos, give us just a quick idea on some of the numbers. So what I mean by that is, how many total people do you think, if you could estimate, this is the big number, in the 20 days that you've been in the company, how many have you contacted? Did you reach out to? Not that they responded, but just how many total did you reach out to?
I would say at this point, a minimum of 2,000 people so far. Minimum.
Woo! 2,000. Guys, that's a big number. And so some of you might be thinking, well, that's just crazy. That's impossible. Like, how am I going to contact 2,000 people? Don't focus on the big number. Chunk it down. You know the saying? What is the saying? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? Same thing here. So can you message 100 people every day? And I don't mean to be at all insensitive, but just hear me out. You can. No matter how busy you are, you got kids, you're working jobs, you can. And I know because I've seen people do it, and I've done it myself. 6 years ago, I was working 2 jobs, wife and kids at home, and I was still messaging hundreds of people a day because I was hungry, because I wanted it. I would do it on my lunch break. I would do it driving to and from work. I'm in the bathroom, like everywhere I possibly could. I'm messaging people. So that really is the magic number. You know, we have in the group the 25 a day challenge. 25 a day, that's minimum. If you want to see huge results, the magic number is 100. 100 messages a day. And so 2,000 contacts. From that, Carlos, how many do you think actually responded? Just give you, you know, just got back to you in some way, shape, or form?
I would say of those, probably about 500 have responded, you know, yay, nay, you know, hey, I'm interested, or not right now. Any kind of response, okay? Probably about 25% of those, so about 500 people.
So this is really, guys, this is good data. You know, people ask me, like, what's the plan? What's the roadmap? How do I create success? We're giving it to you right now, right? This is the roadmap. So you're doing your 100 a day, but even after 2,000 contacts, only 500 responded. This is great data, great numbers, right? Now, out of 500, how many pre-enrolled?
14.
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry, pre-enroll. Okay, right now. Yeah, so I was looking at my numbers as of today. Let me check right now. I'll tell you real quick the latest numbers. Let's see, where are we looking at here? So we're looking at, give me 1 second. Contact manager, right? Here we go. Okay, so pre-enrolled actually attributed to me 335.
Okay, now we do have to break this number up because Carlos is doing cold traffic, which there's nothing wrong with cold traffic. We're actually going to start doing cold traffic training in the Power Team and everything else, where you're driving traffic, getting extra pre-enrollees into the system, which is a great thing because it shows activity. So what I'd like to know is, you have 300 plus pre-enrollees. How many of those pre-enrollees came from the messages? So just from, you know, sending your 100 messages a day, you've got 500 people who responded. How many from Facebook pre-enrolled?
I would say in a neighborhood of somewhere between 75 to 80. I would say 80 roughly speaking.
80. So out of roughly, let me see if I got this right. Out of about 500 who you had some type of contact with, 80 pre-enrolled.
Yes.
You know what I get out of this, guys? Look at how many people said no. 420 people said no.
Right.
It's a lot of no's, right?
Right.
But guess what? Every no that you get leads you closer to a yes. And so out of 80 who pre-enrolled, how many of those 80 through Facebook have signed up and joined the business?
14.
14. So now we have our magic number. It all starts with the 100 a day, keeps breaking down, and in his first 20 days, he's got 14 signups.
Right.
And guys, 14 is not some crazy big number. Every one of you watching this could get 14 signups if you do what Carlos has done. And just from 14 signups, getting them plugged in, like he talked about, he's not just signing people up and saying, okay, go. Mm-hmm. Even with everything we have in the power team, you can't just sign people up and say, okay, go. Right? Carlos is working with his team, working with his people. Same thing that I'm doing on a daily basis, working with everyone, helping people. And his 14 has produced a big team. Right. And so, incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions for Carlos, just drop them right here in the group, in the comments. We're going to look for those, and we can get Carlos to answer any questions you guys have. Now, part of Carlos's success is he was able to attract leaders, a couple rock stars who have partnered up, Samantha and Miguel. And we're going to hear from them right now. So Samantha and Miguel, a lot of the same stuff I want to ask you guys. Samantha, we'll go ladies first. Talk to us about, what did you do? When you got started, what was the first thing you did? What were the actions that you took? How were you creating results in your business?
We're going to have Miguel go first this time. Miguel?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I love it. You know what? I mean, Carlos hit on something pretty hard, right? Mindset, right? When you're on the phone talking to somebody, it's about how you're talking, because people can listen to you as you're talking and what you're presenting to them. So at the end of the day, what we have to focus on is our mind, and then what is it that we want to get across to our team members and those that want to become team members and affiliates of the team. I ask myself every day, what difference have you made in somebody else's life today? What difference is that? Every day. And the reason why I do that is because it's a constant reminder to myself of, have I spread the word out to those that I've spoken to about the industry in which I'm in, and how can I best assist them in driving themselves to become successful in this industry also? And I think that's huge, because it's all about, perception. What do people want to do? How do they want to be successful? Where do they want to get to? One of the things I also ask on the phone is, you signed up initially as a pre-enrollee. What enticed you to sign up? What kind of a change did you want to make in your life? Is it product-based? Is it business-based? Let's focus on the business aspect of it. What can we do to help you be successful, and so that you can become a part of a great team that's being formed, so that you can be successful in your own right? It could be making $1,000 a month. It could be making $10,000 a month. You define that for yourself, and what is it that we can do to assist you in getting you there? And that's the concept that I use every single time that I talk to someone. And at the end of the day, they're looking at it themselves and saying, well, this is the change that I need to make. Because it's all about excitement. It's all about loving what you do. And I love and enjoy what I do. It took me 3 days before I actually started to move forward in contacting my email contacts, contacting my friends, contacting those that I know and those that I think could be a great part of this team, so that I could be clear in myself that this is what I wanted. This is what I truly wanted to do. And once I made that choice, bam, the light went on. Let's go, and we're going hard, right? It's like, I'm not looking for something else. This is what I'm going to do. And now, I wonder what Samantha's doing, right? Samantha, I got something for us. And I said, you know what? This is where we ended up creating the team that we created. Because as you folks know, I don't do social media. I've never done social media. And I just like focusing on contacting and speaking to folks, because I feel that that's where, I feel more comfortable. And she does social media. So I said, what better way to form a great team in doing it this way, so that we can now help twice as many people as we can help people now that we might not be able to help if we were doing it separately. So so for me, it's always been team concept, attitude. Just like when Aaron's talking, he's got that attitude, he's got that, that aura of, let's do this, let's get this done, this excitement, right? And on the phone, when I'm on the phone with people, this is exactly how I am. And then I listen to what they have to say. I'm very focused on what they're telling me, and what is it that I can do to assist them, and how can we help them as a complete team effort. Now we have Aaron, we have Ron, we have Carlos, we have Samantha, we have, everyone else. Why not be a part of this amazing team where you're going to get all the help and support that you need? Just like Aaron was saying, that a lot of people want to become a part of the power team. I'm getting, text, emails. Hey, what can I do to become part of this team? Right. And then when we get the affiliates, they're like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing company, amazing teamwork. And you guys are doing everything possible to make everybody successful also. I think that's the key. And that's what drives me. What drives me is seeing other people succeed. What can we do to get, each person to 5K? What can we do to get them to 10K, right? And that's where my drive is. And in having that drive, it pushes me to work harder for what? For them. And then the results will come my way based on any results that I do on our part and Samantha does on our part. And I think that's the true concept of exactly where we've gotten, in the short period of time that we have.
Wow. I love it, Miguel. The hidden little ninja that is just, behind the scenes making it happen. It's very, it's intriguing. He's not on social media, but he's still applying the fundamentals of network marketing success, and that's relationships, contacting people, sharing his passion, his excitement for not just the company, but the power team and how much value we as a team bring to anyone who's getting started. So, Miguel, listen, I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to be working with you, and I cannot wait for these next few months as we lead up until the Vegas convention and we get to hang out and celebrate together. It's going to be incredible. So I'm just once again excited to have you a part of the team. I'm grateful, and I think it's just incredible. I really do. So thank you so much, Miguel. And actually, we just have a quick question that came in for Ron. So Ron Deering, or maybe Carlos, if you want to answer this, Carlos, you can answer it. And this is a good question too, is how do you attract leaders? So Randy is asking, how did Ron enroll Carlos? How was the relationship? What was the process? And then I would also even ask Carlos, how did you enroll these two leaders? What was the relationship? What was the process that took place there? Carlos.
Sure, absolutely. So, I was on a call today earlier with Ron Deering. He has new member orientation every Saturday morning, and he talked about his chicken list, right? His chicken list. People that you're afraid to contact because they may, it may be a heavy hitter, and like, oh, he's gonna turn me down, or she's gonna she's gonna give me a big no. And you just can't be afraid. So it starts right here, not being afraid to reach out, okay? And the thing is, this is about your branding as well. You want to be out there as much as you possibly can, showing that you have success, and it comes from your level of confidence. It starts from right here. It really, truly starts here. Your posture. How are you speaking to this person? So if you come from the right mindset, okay, detachment is very powerful. You want it. So when you're asking someone, it's fine. If you join me, fine. If not, that's okay too. I'm crushing it, man. I'm here. I'm 10X in this baby. I am going to take charge. I'm going to take control of this. You're either on or you're not. I would love to have you on my team because we're just going to crush this thing together. But if not, that's okay. It's just not a good time for you, and you detach. That is it. Okay. Don't be afraid to reach out to anyone. Reach out to everyone, no matter how, reach out to the Robert Hollises and the Aaron Parkers and the Ron Deerings of the world without worrying about, what they may say, yes or no, because you're never going to know unless you ask. You're never going to know unless you ask.
So this is really, 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 really important, guys, because a couple of things that Carlos just said. First of all, what Ron did is exactly what Carlos just said. Carlos was probably on Ron's chicken list, right? Carlos isn't going to do this. Carlos is already successful. Carlos is already, doing big things. Why would Carlos do this? But what did Ron do? He says, who cares?
That's right.
Ron Deering, I'm excited. I'm all in. If Carlos doesn't want to do it, that's fine, but I got to ask him. And so guess what Ron does? He reaches out to Carlos.
That's right.
Gets him the information. Carlos takes a look, and look what happened. What? Right? And there's story after story after story. I mean, I could go through people that I've enrolled who even I thought the same thing. I'm like, she's not going to do this. She's killing it. He's crushing it. They're already making big money. Why would they do this? Like, we literally talk ourselves out of prospecting someone because we've sold ourselves that this person is already successful. They're already too busy. They're already making enough money. They're already a leader on another team. Who cares? You trust me, you never know. You never know. I could give you countless stories of people who you would say they would never join, and they joined. You never know. So I think the confidence, like Carlos said, is a big one. Detach yourself. If they're not going to do it, that's fine. Right. You know, listen, I'm prospecting big leaders, and you know what? If they don't do it, that's fine. We're going 100 miles an hour with or without them, right? So just go for it. So I think that's really the big thing. And then I'm assuming, Carlos, the same thing would apply here with Miguel and Samantha when you contacted them, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because Miguel and Samantha, they were both rock stars in their in their own right. You know, in the previous there was I'm like, oh, they're gonna tell me no. They're gonna tell me no. And you know what? I reached out to them, and like, it took them a while, but I stayed on them. How's it go? What'd you think of it? I stayed following up with them. And from there, they see the energy and the fire for me. All right, detach. You detach. That's it. There is so much power in detachment, but it starts with you getting that out of your mindset. Like, I don't care what they say. I'm going to ask them. The worst they can say is no, but you'll never find out until you ask. Just go ahead, take that step, make the decision, and ask, right? No matter how even if it's, the big guys, it doesn't matter who it is. You ask no matter what, detach from the outcome. Whatever comes, you just kind of like one of my favorite sayings is like water off a duck's back, right? Does a duck care that he got a little bit of water on, or she got a little bit of water in her back? No, just shakes it off, on to the next one. Just move to the next one. That's it.
I love it. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Randy, great question. Guys, if you have any other questions for these leaders, drop them in the comments in the group, and I'll be looking for them. All right, Samantha, you're up.
Yes, I didn't know if you were coming back to me or not.
Of course. Talk to us.
They pretty much have said almost everything, but a few things. Obviously, first I have to thank God because Miguel, I'm so blessed and highly favored for this man. He's amazing, so amazing. I can't wait for everybody to get to know Miguel a little bit better. Anyways, so mindset, 100% mindset is definitely the start. And sometimes, as human beings, we have to be reeled back in, which is why I'm so blessed to have Miguel, because he'll reel me back in when my mind gets because we will sometimes get our mind a little offset. People get discouraged really easily, or that we've talked on other calls, that people wanting the result. Well, you're so focused on the result, but you're not thinking about the process. We really have to go through the process. And for me, I'm here. I'm doing a lot of the email following up. I'm going through the list of our affiliates and helping our affiliates actually making calls. A lot of people are scared to get on the phone with people, especially in the beginning. We're making sure that our team is learning. We're also making sure that we're putting people on our team that want to learn and actually build this business, not people that just maybe want to just, see what happens. No, people that really are focused. And I think that's key when you're building the business, is really making sure that the people that you're spending the time with and talking to really are focused, know what they're doing, are willing to sit down and learn what they need to do, and that are going to actually take the right steps. So that is like huge for us, I think, on the success part for our team, is that, we're really trying to make sure that people understand before we throw them out there, though we know we have to also learn and do things at the same time. Like, you don't just stop. We have to go with the momentum. Robert Hollis will say timing is everything. I think that right now this is so new, even though it's not, but it is new. The momentum is just now here, the past couple months. I think that people that jump in right now, that are serious, that really sit down, they position themselves properly. That's key as well. We don't ever just go to our prospects or people that are interested in say, it's just this. No, we try to tell them, listen, we want to be at the best possible level that we can be at right now, because this is why. There's reasons. It's not just, we want your money so you can just sit there and hang. No, we want you to invest into yourself, into your business, so that we can turn around and get the most out of that investment. Does that make sense? So really, they really nailed most of it, but follow up. People will hang up on me. It's okay. Some people will say, don't contact me anymore. Okay, God bless you. Like, I mean, and I don't get, my feelings don't get hurt at all. I was actually nervous in the beginning to talk to people. Like, what are they going to say to me? No, I mean, you really can't. I'm actually nervous on the camera, but I mean, here I am. So you have to like really get past your fears. Yeah, get past your fears. Really, I think that's huge. And then, yeah, just the mindset though, key. And when you find yourself going to a negative place, bring it right back positive. And who you're around. Oh my goodness. Who you keep around you, the people that are around you have to have that same positive mindset, not the people that are pulling you back or talking negative about the business. Let's like just keep the focus forward, positive, and up always, because God is so good all the time, all the time.
I love it, guys. Listen, if you haven't done so, everyone watching this live recording, please take a second and just thank the three of these leaders right now. Please thank them in the comments. Give them a big thanks to Carlos, to Miguel, to Samantha, and congratulate them. I mean, what they've done is phenomenal. They're leading the way. They're working with their team. They're taking massive action. They're getting results. They're getting promoted. This is what it's all about. This is what gets me so fired up. For me personally, my why, second to my family, is the team. The Power Team is my second family. And like, it drives me every day to be able to help people on the Power Team, like every one of you watching, get to where they are, to become the next 5Ks, the next 10Ks on the Power Team. And that's why we're doing these, to be able to allow for every one of you to maybe pick up one or two little pieces of knowledge that you can take away from this to run with it. So what is something that you guys learned today? Drop a comment, let us know, give them a big thanks. And we're not done, okay? We'll take a few more minutes here because I want to hear from each of them one more time to give us one more solid piece of advice, one more solid secret strategy or tip or anything that can help every one of you watching on the Power Team. And then if you are here live or the recording and you have a question for them, drop them in the comments. And if you're here live, we'll see if they can answer those questions for you live. So who wants to go first? Who wants to share one more little tip, one little strategy, one little tweak, whether it's mental or it's a strategy or something people can do to help them get results in this business?
All right. Yeah. You know what? Aaron, I want to touch on, Samantha mentioned this, kind of towards the end of what she was just saying. And you really got to get out of your comfort zone. And we talk about that, right? I mean, here's the thing. Whatever it is that you're afraid to do right now, okay, whether it's pick up that from, for people, picking up that phone, it's like a brick, right? It's like a brick. Or messaging that person like, oh, just get started. You know what? Get out of your comfort zone. Our comfort zone, our own mind, our own comfort zone is what keeps us stuck in the mud, okay? It totally keeps us stuck there. Whatever it is that you feel that you need to do, okay, you've got to just take that action, take that step. So let me share a story with you. I was never this comfortable on camera, never, okay? I remember the first time, and I've been talking about doing video for 10 years, 10 years. I didn't do my first video, okay, until February of 2017, last year. And it was a simple 3-minute video that I did of myself. I'm like, oh, I had like maybe 90 takes. I did it over. It was a real simple thing. And all I had to really talk about was why I felt I was going to be good for this organization that was kind of interviewing for. All right. And it took 90 takes. And after I looked, I'm like, man, they were all pretty much the same. But you know what? By taking that first step, that just kind of broke down all kinds of barriers for me. It broke down so many barriers. And now I do video comfortably now. Okay. I look at it like if I'm just talking to people, talking to someone, but it wasn't always the case. But I had to get out of my comfort zone. And guess what? there's always going to be things that you're going to be uncomfortable. It's a part of life. It doesn't matter what it is. There's always something, some new level. Okay, whether, hey, you know what, I'm going to talk to this big heavy hitter. Like, oh, that's kind of scary. You know what, I gotta go talk to this person about this. You know, it's scary. I got to reach out to this person via messenger. I don't even have a Facebook page, right? It kind of scares me, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not on social media, and that's not a knock on Miguel. That's totally fine, you know. But there are certain people that want to do it, but they're kind of afraid of it, you know. Get out of your comfort zone, whatever it is that's you're very uncomfortable with, and something's calling you to take that action. Just do it. Just do it and take. Is it gonna? You know, but here I got a little thing for you here though. You're gonna mess up. You're going to mess up, but that's okay. That's okay. It's those little failures, those little bumps, okay, that make you better. Those are the ones that you learn from. Okay, those are the ones that you learn from the most. But the thing is that you're not going to get comfortable with it until you take that first step. And guess what? If you look at like, for example, let's just say that it's video. If you look at the videos that are online, the most popular ones, the ones with the most views, are the ones that are the most genuine. Those with got all this flash and all this other stuff, and they look like perfect videos, they don't have very many views. You get those that person that just kind of fell or tripped and stumbled over his words or her words or whatever the case might be, or you know, they had like some kind of big blooper. You know, those are the popular ones because they're real. Because guess what? Because you can relate to that person. You can't relate to that person with the perfect video. You just can't. You relate to that person that is down to earth, that is just like you, and be like, hey, you know what? You know what? Aaron just made a big mistake on, or Carlos just made a big mistake on, but I can relate to Aaron. I can relate to Carlos. I can relate to Samantha. They're down home and real. And you have a public that needs you, that is calling for you. Okay. Just get out of your comfort zone, whatever the case may be. Pick up that phone, send that message. If it's in you to set up, you know, your very first Facebook account or do your first video, I want to encourage you to do that because I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I feel nothing better. Like the best feeling that I get is the feeling of encouragement and helping others and seeing someone step out of their comfort zone. It's just an amazing feeling. So that's the one thing I want to leave them with. Get out of your comfort zone, whatever that may be.
Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it, guys. I can't possibly agree more with what Carlos just said. There is no success in your comfort zone. If you want to stay comfortable, you will not have a breakthrough. You are not going to create the level of success that you want. So do those uncomfortable things, get out of your comfort zone. And as soon as you do, you may stumble a little bit along the way. It's going to create just this magical feeling of excitement, of creating that breakthrough, and it's going to compound even more success. So I love it. Thank you, Carlos, the man. Appreciate that. All right, Samantha, Miguel, who's up next?
I'm going to go first this time. Is that okay? Okay, so my thing is I'm going to tell you a little nugget, and Miguel and I were just talking about this. First of all, don't make excuses. Like, you don't make excuses, don't allow excuses. So the little background of me, I'm a server, I'm a waitress, I'm a normal person, just like everyone else. I mean, if I can do it, then anybody can do it. I make time, I don't make excuses. I will go and work a 6 or a 9 hour shift, and I will be back home after work, and I'll be doing work. Now, granted, you don't want to overdo yourself either, but don't make excuses. People say, I don't have time. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. Just stop making excuses. Another little nugget with the excuses, as Miguel said, don't allow people to give you excuses. So when you're talking to people, don't allow them to sit there and not in a rude way, but don't waste your time because they're just giving you excuses. And he says, you know, I'm very soft. I'm a loving person. I'm a compassionate person. So I'll listen and I'll talk. And he's like, there's no need to be on the phone, Samantha, for 30 minutes. Like, you know, because people will talk to you forever if you let them, and you're a gorgeous woman, they're gonna talk your ear off, especially if it's a man. He said, no, don't let them give you excuses. Let's get to the point. Let's stay focused. You don't have excuses and you don't allow excuses. I think that was a huge aha moment for me the other day when me and Miguel were talking, because sometimes I'm too compassionate. I mean, I don't know if you can really be, but you know what I mean, for the business, I should say. So yes, so that would be my little nugget.
No excuses. I love it. It really is just a shift that you make mentally to, you know, I was at a conference yesterday learning from Grant Cardone. It was amazing. And I'm going to be sharing all the cool stuff I learned in another video. But actually, one thing he said that goes right along with what Carlos was saying. Grant Cardone talked about how it's better to produce 1,000 pieces of crappy content than 1 piece of perfect content. You guys hear that? It's better. Grant Cardone, he swears by this. He said it's better to produce 1,000 pieces of crappy content that everyone will say that's crap, it's crap, it's crap. How could you put that online? That's horrible. Than 1 piece of perfect content every day of the week. And he showed us examples. He goes, look at this video, look at this video. He goes, this is horrible. I just woke up and I look bad and the lighting is bad. And he goes, all these people, the experts would tell me, you can't post that. You can't post that. You can't post that because of this, this, and this. And he's like, screw all the experts, right? He just does it. And he's putting out so much content. And that's part of what has helped Grant become who he is today. So just think about that. And he also said something powerful that goes right along with what Samantha was just saying, and that is about no excuses and realizing that we all have problems, right? We all have problems. Nobody's perfect. We all have challenges. We all have things in our life that we can say are holding us back. It could be our age. It could be our health. It could be our boss. It could be our kids. It could be our spouse. It could be a million things. But guess what? There are so many people in this world that have overcome all of those challenges and have had tremendous success. And if all those other people can do it and they've overcome, what did he say exactly? It was once you see the challenges and the problems of all these other people, would you trade? And you wouldn't trade. You'd be like, I want to keep my problems. I'm going to keep my challenges because I don't really have problems. These other people have big problems, right? So there's so many more things out there that people are overcoming right now, and they're not making excuses. So why are we? And just let that sink in for whatever it's worth for you. Why are we letting our, hate to say it, little problems, little excuses, little challenges that we think are so big, why are we letting them hold us back? When there's millions of people out there that are overcoming so much more, and they're persevering and they're pushing through and they're getting out of their comfort zone and they're creating success. So just realize that if they can do it, you can do it. No excuses. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Samantha, so much. Miguel.
All right. All right.
Give us some wisdom, my friend.
Guys, the mind is a powerful tool, right? It could be our best friend and it could be our worst enemy. When you're about to make your phone calls and you're about to send your emails, be in the right mindset. If you're excited and you type something, it's going to come out that way, right? If you're not, it's not going to come out that way. If you're having a moment, take time away, 15 minutes. Go throw a ball. Go hit something with a bat. Go do something to clear your mind and focus. Because remember that we have control of our mind. We have control of our positive energy and our negative energy. Aaron said something earlier, which was truly important. Ask them what their why is. What's your why? What is it that you want out of this business if you want to get into this business? Your pre-enrollees that are pre-enrollees, they enroll for a reason, right? Everybody's looking for a change in their lives. Help them create that change. Show them the way. Show them how you can assist them in being successful. And have them define the why for you. And you'll be amazed when you have a conversation with somebody, they'll tell you what their why is. They'll tell you why they pre-enrolled in the program. If it's somebody that you know, ask them, hey, what are you doing? Do you want to, make additional income? What do you want to do for yourself? How do you want to see yourself in the next 30 days? Don't even say 6 months, a year from now. 30 days. Let's change our lives together in the next 30 days so that we can help each other become successful in an industry that's going to explode. It's in the baby steps of an explosion, And if you tell somebody that, they're going to say, okay, show me more. Did you get a chance to watch the video? No. Why not? You signed up. Let's go. Watch the video. It's 40 minutes. Watch 20 minutes at a time. And suddenly people start, themselves to start shifting the mind, right? Because we're helping them shift that mind. Remember that, right? Because we all have a tendency to go back with the negatives, and we always have to shift it back to the positive. What do we want? Where do we want to go? So ask them to define their why. And Aaron, thank you for bringing that up, because that, basically that reminded me of the most important element. When we're talking to someone, have them define the why for you. And they will, because they know that you care and they know that you want to assist them in their success, not only now, but in the future. And how can we make this a business, not in the first 30 days, but in a longer time period too? But let's see what we can do within those first 30 days to start creating the success that we want to create for themselves, and we want to help them create in the future.
Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So one thing Miguel said that I got to piggyback on, I'm going to give him a little 2 cents on all these incredible, valuable nuggets that the power team's getting. And that is, what is the state? Guys, this is huge. Okay. Miguel just hit something really big. I want everyone to please just listen to this right here. What is the state of mind that you are in when you are in a conversation with a prospect? Because if you are not in a positive, excited state, why would they join with you? I'm just asking. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I know I'm a little bit out there sometimes, but guess what? When I'm interacting with a prospect, I never sit down. Okay, I learned something a long time ago. Motion creates emotion. Unless I'm driving, then I kind of have to be sitting down, which is fine. But otherwise, I'm standing up, I'm walking around, I'm getting in the zone. I'm thinking about the power team. I'm thinking about my why. I've got my goals, right? I'm thinking about how can I, like Carlos said, like Miguel said, how can I help this person have success? And I am thinking about all the success that we're creating on the power team. I'm thinking about the success that we as a team are producing and how I can help this person. And so I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just want you to realize this. Get in a positive, excited state of energy, energized, of like, I mean, let's put it this way, okay? Imagine if you looked at your back office and you had a deposit for $10,000. How would you feel? Now, I know money doesn't motivate everyone. I get that. But just think about what that $10,000 would do for you just in that moment. Like, wow, right? Like, what debt could you pay? Who could you help? What organization could you donate to? What are some really cool things you could do with 10 G's? Okay? How excited would you be? One of the secrets for me in this business is before I signed up my first person in My Daily Choice, I had that level of excitement as if it already happened. You guys catch that? I had the level of excitement and the passion and the feeling of getting a $10,000 deposit before I made a dime. And how ironic is it that in our first month, Kathy and I, we made over $11,000 in commissions. Take it for what it's worth. Have that excitement and that passion before you have any success, and that success will come. All right? So people can feed off your energy. So do you guys like that? Was that good stuff right there? All right, guys. Again, my hat is off to you guys. I am so honored, to be working with Carlos, Miguel, and Samantha and your team. You got some rocking team members. I know you got Dawn, and you got Karen, and others out there. They're just kicking butt and taking names. Congrats to all of you. You guys are leading the way. You're not making excuses. You're getting out of your comfort zone. You're putting in the work, and that's why you're having success. So, power team, if you haven't done so, we're done. Drop a comment. Give these guys some big congrats. Thank them for their time. Again, if you have questions for any of them, this is where you post them, is right here in the Power Team group, and they will answer your question here. so that it can benefit everyone at the same time. I know we're going to be getting a lot more from them in the future as they continue to soar through the ranks. And for those of you here live or watching this like in the beginning of July, maybe, I want you to realize something. I want to just plant a little vision for you of what is going to happen with this team and what you're a part of right now. We are embarking on a 90-day blitz, and you guys have heard us talk about 90-day blitzes. Well, our first month in May was kind of just like pre-launch, like just barely getting started. Boom, just exploded, right? June, still laying the foundation, putting leaders together, getting the training together for everyone. Like, we're all still learning this business as we go, but still, boom, having huge success. Now, here's the next phase. Now we have a foundation, we've got training in place, and we are going to go on a July, August, September 90-day blitz that every one of you can participate in. And it involves massive action, massive prospecting, creating massive success stories. And we're going to create so much momentum, so much buzz in the industry that people are going to be hearing about it. They're just going to want to be a part of the power team. They're not even going to know what it is. That will happen. So what you have to decide is if you want to be a part of it, is if you're going to ride this train, ride this momentum with us over these next 90 days. Because I want to challenge all of you. I don't want you to just watch it happen. I want you to be a part of it. I want you to be able to benefit from it. And the way that you can benefit from it is if you're running with us. So I hope that I've inspired some of you a little bit. I hope you've got some knowledge here from these leaders that you can grab a hold of, that you can run with, because we're all going to be celebrating in Vegas. All right. I mean, Samantha's right there in Vegas. She's like, this is my hometown. So she's already ready for it. But the work happens first. We've got July, August, September, 90 days of massive action right here, guys. This is it. Work hard. We're going to be working our butts off every day with the power team. And then in Vegas, we're going to celebrate. And it's going to be absolutely incredible. All of us hanging out, having a good time. We're going to be doing some special things for the power team to help you explode your business even more as we close out 2018 and go into 2019. Guys, there's going to be new products being launched in Vegas. I want you to imagine, again, about the whole getting paid $10,000 and getting excited before it happens. I want you to think about how excited are you going to be when we're in Vegas, you're there with us, and you have a team with you. That team might be 3 to 5 people. It might be 50 people. It might be 100 people. How many people are going to be in your team in Vegas with us celebrating? That's a number you should write down. That's something you want to be putting out there, thinking about, and having that conversation with every person on your team about Vegas. Because the bigger your team in Vegas, guys, I've seen this happen. Your income is just going to be like, boom, it's going to go crazy. But it takes these next 90 days of laying this foundation, putting in this work, building as big of a team as you can. And then in Vegas, when they launch new products, it's going to be just, it's going to be an explosion. So I'm excited. I'm grateful to be here with all of you guys. Thank you so much, Power Team. I love you. Appreciate you. Carlos, Miguel, Samantha, thank you guys.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Aaron.